name is Diane Savioli-Chase, and I sort of live a nomad life because I spend the summers in Rhode Island and the winters in Florida. And for the past couple years, I've been spending the month of May in Scotland. And that's what brought me to interested in unicorns. The unicorn is a symbol of Scotland. It's been like that since the 1300s. It was chosen by, I believe it was King David, as a symbol that symbolizes masculinity. A couple of years ago, I photographed my first unicorn in Edinburgh, and it's right in front of St. Giles Church. And most of these unicorns have been found on market crosses. Market is another word for market, and these market crosses are found in a significant part of little towns or villages, and they're on a pole. So at the top of the pole is a unicorn. So I became fascinated with finding these unicorns. I Googled where they were, and I found a significant amount, 12 or 13. There's still a lot more that I haven't photographed, but that takes you to where I started photography. I've been taking photographs since I was a child. I started out with a Brownie camera, like most people my age did. And then, I went to Instamatics, and I had a 35 millimeter and point and shoot with the zoom lenses. And then all of a sudden, cameras became very heavy for me. Every image that you see that I've taken for the past maybe 8 or more years have been taken with cell phone. I've had different exhibits. I like to focus on a single thing. So this time it's been unicorns. Last year it was ice cream cone signs. I've done roadside memorials. I went to Cuba a couple times. I did a show just of posters of the Cuban cars, which people are fascinated with. So that's kind of what I focus on when I'm taking my photography. I've had several exhibits here. This is my 3rd time that eMedia has been kind enough to sponsor me, and I've mostly shown in libraries. Today I'm going to be hanging just photos of like tourist sites that you might see if you're traveling around Scotland. Someone said there's 3,000 castles in Scotland, and a lot of them are ruins. I've gone and taken photos. Several of the photos that I'm hanging today are of ruins of castles in Scotland. Some of them are castles that have been renovated and are just stunning inside, and you can take tours of those. Last year, we focused on the Aberdeen area and then the Isle of Skye. And we did take a boat trip out of Oban, which is a beautiful little fishing village, and went over to some of the other islands like Iona, that has a famous monastery or abbey. And we went over and to this island called Staffa, which has a cave in it that's beautiful in-depth cave right in the middle of this island. There's puffins there. And this year we focused on the island of Orkney and the island of Lewis and Harris.
Thank you to our local programming sponsors.